everyone, and thanks for joining me today. This is Terry from Tidbits and Tinkerings, and today we are going to be assembling this window slider card that I designed in Cricut Design Space. And all the parts you see here on the table are what are going to be in the file. And I'm going to be honest, I have not put this card together yet, so this may end up being a total disaster, but I think everything is going to go together okay. It just may take me a few seconds to figure out the process as we go along. This will make a standard 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card. And it will go onto a card base that is a top open, so you can write your sentiment in here if you want to go beyond this. Otherwise, you can just cut a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece instead of the 11-inch. So we will go ahead and get started. This is going to be a little bit longer because we have some smaller pieces that we have to put in to keep things in place so they don't slide around. So we are going to start with the white card base, which, I mean, you pick your own colors. And these two pieces here, I did print then cut. And on this one here, this will be the inside sentiment. I just took some orange ink and a little square of felt and kind of just inked it a little bit to give it more color. So this piece here is going to get adhered onto this card base. And I cut it just a little bit small, so all right, let me get this layered so that I know exactly how this is going to line up. All right, let's see. All right, we should be good to go. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started with this piece here. And like I said, we're just going to put it straight onto your white card base. And I'm going to use art glitter glue. Everyone always asks what type of glue I use. And instead of using the little pin that comes with it, I use just a ball of poster putty to cap it off. All right, so we're just gonna glue this completely down. And if I go out of camera, I apologize. So we've got a little bit of space, oops, at the top and bottom, and this glue dries super fast, so you don't have a whole lot of wiggle room. Yeah, let's see, we're already pretty well dry, so yeah, we're off to a not so great start, but hopefully things will start getting better as we progress. All right, let's try again. Like I say, you've got a little bit at the top and bottom, but not the sides. So just do your best to get this equally centered top and bottom. I didn't do so great on mine, but all right, there's that. Now what we want to do is take these strips here. And these are going to go on the sides and the bottom here. So we'll go ahead, and these are going to go all the way out to the edge and then all the way down to the bottom of the card. So this is a little bit tricky on these really thin pieces, but this won't show, so you don't have to be, you know, extremely neat with your glue. All right, so at the bottom and all the way onto the edge. This is our track for the sliding piece that we're going to be putting in. Got mine a little bit off the bottom. All right, so we've got that, and then this one goes on to the opposite side. And I know I'm way off camera here. I apologize. All right, and then this one on this side at the bottom, and then all the way to the edge. And then we have this one that will go on the bottom here. This is a fairly simple card to put together. Once you see where all the pieces go and actually how it's working, it's pretty well, you know, you can figure it out just by seeing it done once. All right, there we go. And let's see, this is optional, but I cut out a piece of clear acetate to put behind the front window. Kind of just gives it a more finished look in my opinion. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue that to the back side of our front, which this is the front piece. So my acetate is gonna go onto the back side of this. And for this, I'm going to use my Scotch ATG gun, simply because liquid adhesives don't really work very well on acetate. So I'm just going to use this. Oh, I'm already sticking to it. You want to get close to your window so that your acetate doesn't lift away. So I think we're good there. And now the fun part of trying to get this on here without it being completely crooked. Alright. And I failed at that, but that's alright. I have a little bit sticking off of this edge, which I'm gonna actually just use my ruler and trim that off before I go any farther. And unbiased opinion here, I don't get paid for promoting anything Cricut. If you have not gotten one of their new X-Acto knives, do. These things are awesome. All right, so I trimmed that there. And this ruler from Cricut is amazing as well. All right, so there we go. Okay, now what we're going to do here is I actually had meant to cut an extra little strip of this and forgot. So there will actually be 5 thin strips when you open this file, because my intention was to put one back here behind this, and then one on the very bottom of this piece here. Well, okay, I was out of camera, so my intention was to put one on the back side of your window and then on the bottom of this, so when this slides out, it kind of like has a stopper so it doesn't pull all the way out. So there will be 5 of these pieces in the file. All right, so I'm not even going to worry about this right now. I'm going to go ahead and just finish putting this together. And this is your top layer, and you want it to get placed pretty well exactly over top of your bottom piece here with the print on it. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure you do not put glue along this top edge. This will be the only part that gets no glue, is this top edge here. So I'm going to use my tape glider again, and I'm just getting all the way over here to this edge. Alright, okay, you want to go at the very bottom. This is creating our little pocket for the piece to slide through. So all right, so we've got that, and here's the fun part of trying to line things up again. Not bad. All right, so we have that. And now this is our little slide piece, which is going to go right into there. And all right, we are pretty much done with assembling the card. And now you can see those little thin strips. That's pretty much to help keep this in place as it slides in and out. And then you just slide up to reveal the hidden sentiment underneath. And as you'll see here, the reason I had intended to do 5 of these is so this doesn't just pull right out. It'll kind of create a stop in there. And like I say, I'll add this extra piece in the file, and you will want to put it onto the very bottom edge of this piece, and then on the inside top of your window piece, to just kind of create a stopper so this doesn't slide out. All right, so there's that. And as you can see, then you slide it out and reveal the sentiment. And then also in the file, there are some little hearts. I mean, you don't make this exactly like I did. You know, this could be used for any occasion. You would just replace the sentiments that I used. And I'm going to use some little foam squares on a few of these. Actually, let's see. I'm going to do it on this one. And I'm just going to randomly place these to add a little bit more to the card. And this one I'm going to glue straight down, kind of underneath and behind that one. And then, let's see, pop this one up a little. And put it up here. and put this one behind it. And I mean, add your own little embellishments. Go crazy with this. All right, so there is pretty much the finished card. And like I say, you can opt to just use this piece for your card, or, you know, write your sentiment inside. That's personal preference. The only thing I'm gonna do to finish this off is use some glossy accents and just create some clear dots on here. And I will take a photo of that and put it into the video when it has a chance to dry. Check back on my YouTube channel because I have another version of this called the Color Magic slider card, which has a little bit more of a wow factor than this one. I'm going to try to get that video recorded and uploaded today as well. I already have the file designed and everything cut out. But for the file to this card, you can look below in the description of this video, and I will put the link there. And be sure to like and subscribe and check out all of my other social media platforms. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I also have my own blog. And if you just look up Tidbits and Tinkerings, yeah, you should be able to find me pretty easily. So thanks for watching and have a great day.